have my permission to beat them with sticks. We won't prosecute. You'd be doing us all a favor. Free love, wig out, don't work, make love in the field, and listen to rock and roll or whatever you call it. Meanwhile, Crayshaw, I know your father. He's made a lot of money, which makes him a great person, but for every good concern...
If you two would stop hooting and carrying on, I have a plan that will save Florida from the yellow-bellied snakes that want to slither into this great state from all places north.
Oh, look. Stump-jumping Jethro is using all 3 of his brain cells to talk.
Enough! We've just started and you have proved yourself, Mr. Shrug, to be just as they said. I grant you, 1980 was not a high point in my career, but I never applied for a sex change. I was merely in an exploratory phase, and besides which, Saul the wheat-free clown was a funny act. Once voted best up-and-coming dietary restricted comic act in the whole of...
Proposing all of you vegetarians would be kicked out of Vice City. We were given canines and bicuspids for a reason, to open packages of potato chips.
Hey, don't get me wrong, I always hated that bitch. What's funny about a woman not eating a hamburger? Or miming saving a chicken from the slaughtherer's hands? Or her big act, I am a milk cow, a lactating machine for your breakfast cereal. How do you think a little kitty enjoyed that on his birthday? Not very much. There were tears, not laughter. I can assure you, vegetarian performance art must be stopped.
Jumping Jehoshaphat on a pogo stick. You city slickers got more issues.
Take it, I hate this thing anyway.
Confidence is at an all-time low. Nobody feels safe anymore. Just the other night, I saw a man running amok with a gun shouting he needed to defend himself. Gun sales are up, book sales are down. What do you think, John F. Hickory? Please, press the issue.
All right, that's better. Sticking to the matter at hand. Well, it's quite simple, mister. Immigration is to blame. People are flooding into our state from all over America. Trash. It's quite simple. They're bringing their highfalutin, uppity, out-of-state ways and corrupting the place. Ruining it. That's why I and my organization propose we take Florida out of the Union. We start anew as our own country and ban people from Missouri or Kentucky or Philadelphia or any of them fancy places from setting foot on our soil.
You think what? Have you been snorting blocks? Have you read the Constitution?
Yeah, I sure have. It talks about freedom. Freedom for Florida from the stench of...
A little extreme. Plus, I don't believe there are theme parks in Alabama.
Then they should stop coming down my way and build redneck land or whatever. Damn redneck hicks ain't got no class. My views ain't extreme, mister. They're common sense. And what a lot of people would say if they have the guts. If you keep letting people immigrate here from all over the so-called United States, guess what? There's no more room. We'll be piled on top of each other like they are in Australia. What we're gonna do soon, be... float out to sea. Then, the nation of Florida will be free to start over. There'll be no long-ass line.
Are we allowing it?
It's the truth, my friend, the damn truth. And before you start, I am not a racist. I hate everybody irrelevant of other issues. But I especially hate Yankees, by which I mean anyone from Georgia or further north. Build your own theme parks, buy your own sun, grow your own damn mosquito-infested swamp, pal. We're gonna build ourselves a river. FBI, CIA, I don't give a damn. They can't stop us. You shrub, you yellow-bellied, tie-wearing, bribe-taking hypocrite. What have you done for Vice City up there in Washington?
I've ensured important tax breaks for gun retailers, real estate developers, and I've cut the cost of policing, saving the city 2% or 25 cents per household over a 6-year period.
At the expense of society. Think of the little people. Poor people have no voice in this city. Every time I...
Мистер Тил, ваша помощь по устранению этих внеградских сопляков очень помогла нашему бизнесу. У меня есть еще для вас работа с практическим доходом. Следующее задание под телефоном.
Listen, you're not saving this planet. You're spending it. Your credit is no good here. We can't afford to loan you any more of our nature. Those are our trees. I only wish I could be around a little longer to enjoy it. I feel so old. Someone must take my legacy. I must train a little me.
How old are you?
I'm 23, but...
Electoral college, ride a bike to work like a Girl Scout, or a...
What are you doing? Boundaries, and without boundaries, how do you know where the limits are? You have to know what's good and what's evil. You need someone to tell you so. Single moms have obese kids, it's a fact, while rich people have a lot of guilt, unnecessarily, in my opinion.
I agree. I don't think these people understand just how hard it is to potty train. You have to give a treat when Precious makes a poop. My kids are big boned, and they eat prunes every day. But that's what's wrong with this country. All of this emphasis on being thin and healthy.
Vice City is cursed.
This is all cocky pop, or whatever that word is. It keeps the place safe. Trouble is caused by unemployment, and unemployment comes from poor economic performance and lazy people. If you had a job, would you steal a car? Of course not. And if you had a high-rise condo, a mistress, and a seat on the board...
Подойди к телефону в Vice Point. Поздравляю, мистер Тил, мой клиент доволен. У меня есть еще для вас работа с практическим доходом. Следующее задание под телефоном.
Buy yourself a piece of swamp, drain it, and get rid of the damn wildlife. Then apply for planning permission. Pretty soon you could have your own retirement community or resort destination holiday place. You can start making money out of the boom, the shrub-inspired boom, and enjoy the kind of things sensible people have. Personal bodyguards, massive fences, and a bigger collection of guns than the other guy. It stands to reason.
No, no, no! We do not want any more old folks. If there are any old people listening, go back to your homes. Florida does not want you. Please, die somewhere else. What's wrong with Nevada or Kansas? We want a river. We need a river.
And what about the other crimes? It seems car crime, fashion crime, drugs, everything is on the rise.
When I was in Uganda, people were poor, but they were happy. The more you have, the less you have. And that's kind of what I'm all about. There's satisfaction in spending all day weaving a basket rather than just buying one at the store. At one point in Uganda, I saw a great lake of sand and a massive speaking dog. It was a dog of love.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about hopes, dreams, the magic of television, especially public television. Puppets can say what pen can.
How will that stop people taking baseball bats and pounding the living crap out of each other, as I saw in a mother's PTA group meeting recently.
Baseball is our national sport, our national... And in order to reward the act of running around in a circle, I will thank you not to take its name in vain, Chavez.
I hate that spring training. Who do those guys think they are? Coming here and getting in the way, showing us no respect, drinking our orange juice and seducing our women folk. Training your own... Our national game down here, my friend, is to dig it. Caribbean Sea, free to run things our way, singing Kumbaya in the sunshine. No school, no tax, free barbecue and pinball for everyone. Sophisticated entertainment.
Yes, well, what about the little guy? What about the guy who is standing there saying...
Подойди к телефону возле бульвара в Вашингтоне.
On our panel, we got the secessionist lunatic. Let's start with you, Mr. Hickory. Why the F?
For Florida. I'm a patriot. I've even got an orange grove tattooed all over my groin.
Excellent. But back to the matter at hand. Public safety. How do we get guns under control in this city?
By giving everyone hope, a dream of a better tomorrow, by encouraging people to grow their own root vegetables. What's the satisfaction of holding a gun in your hand when you could be holding a hoe, planting seeds in a peasant village?
Keep your hoes and seeds to yourself. We don't need gun control. If you read the Constitution, it's a sacred document that should not be...
Европейская банда планирует нападение на банк в Вице-Сити. Мои работодатели хотели бы, чтобы этого не произошло. У каждого члена банды будет прикрытие, пока они будут находиться здесь, в Вице-Сити. У некоторых рабская работа, другие в отпуске. Каждая цель и ее возможное местонахождение обнаружено при помощи телефона.
Not a word from you until you are called upon again.
It's a three-stage process. Learn, start, doing.
Shut up! I'm wanting... Not push me.
Hey, you have to dress to impress. I cover that in my program. People make judgments on who you are based on your appearance. Scientists say we form 98% of our opinions on a person in the first half second we meet them. Hey, and if scientists say it, it must be true. I teach you how to live that.
Enough! This is pressing issues. Enough now, okay? Enough. Please, no more. Okay, my last panelist is someone without a plan to sell, without a program, but with a beautiful message. So it says here, Vice City Civilian of the...
This morning, it was gorgeous. I've been smiling all day ever since.
Okay, now let's get with the policy of ladies first. And since you seem to be the most pleasant person here, Jenny, let's start with you. You seem like a very happy person.
Oh, I am.
Really? Why?
Well, life's great, isn't it? I mean, good things come my way because I hold each one close because I deserve it.
I bet you wouldn't be so cheery if you had the Black Plague. Jenny's living in a fictional world. Goths like me, we see the world for what it is. Dark songs of the night, black nail polish, and very tight black jeans, man.
Like, everything is great. Well, like everything.
Constantinos, you're shaking your head.
I know, Maurice. I am.
Any particular reason?
Well, I'm so very sorry.
And the moon. At least when you're dead, you can go around as an astral body and visit places like New Orleans. I love New Orleans. It's really hot and depressing.
Oh, death is good.
Is it?
Yeah.
What? If you're going to inherit a lot of money?
Yeah, no, I mean, yes, but also if you can be positive and upbeat about things. I mean, like my parents were brutally murdered a few years ago. Yeah, and I was really bothered, but I kept smiling and I got a lot out of it. I'm a much better person today having dealt with that. They were killed so I could have a great personal experience, and I see that now.
Lucky bastards. I wish someone would kill me. Then I can hang out in a graveyard. Only with a pint of blood at dusk. Then I light some candles and cry.
Okay, moving on before we're all sick.
No worries, I do, because I won't be constrained by you. Life is cheap, man, and then you die. If you prepare for the afterlife now, you will be able to summon spirit. That's the truth of the pentagram, man.
How profound. You've obviously got a lot of important things to tell the world.
The world is a lie, man. Only darkness is truth. I am very much like Vlad Dracul, born in Sixiora, 1431.
You're scaring me. I wish you would smile and be happy.
Okay, right. This isn't going that well. Look,
Hey, can I say something?
No, I'm still pissed off with you, you shoulder pad wearing shyster.
Hey! Back down, Buster, before I bust your ball. No confrontation. As they say in the movie, I'm a man of peace. I'm done killing. Work with me.
What do you want? A broken nose? Some speed in your eye? You're pushing me, man.
Yes, great. But you lacked something.
I did?
Yeah, confidence, friend, confidence. You were all shot up with nerves.
I'd like to be all shot up with embalming fluid.
That can be arranged. We're talking about me, not Mr. Constantino Smith.
Yes, confidence. It's where it all begins. Positive thinking. What are we talking about today, Maurice?
I forgot. That nutty guy without any clothes. Yes, you're right. Positive thinking.
Exactly, friend. We're talking about... It takes a lot of work to be uppity and self-important all the time. Every cab I go in, the guys love you.
Hey, thanks.
Hey, don't thank me, thank yourself. You've learned something, then you started something, and now you're doing it. That's...
Подойди к телефону в аэропорту.
At first, but he put me in a room with a fork and a fat sow and told me he'd be back in an hour for some fat back and hog gels. As a mother, I'm proud to say I throttled the life out of that little piggy. I did it for my family and I'll do it again. Feeding the family is my job as a mother. Daddy earns money and goes away with his secretary, and Mommy provides dinner and keeps a brave face on things, even though her heart is breaking. Where are my pills?
Barry, you look like you've got something to say.
I agree. Statistics show that families that spend time together naked are the best kinds of families. You see, social class distinctions disappear when everyone is naked. I can't tell if you're rich or poor, black or white. It doesn't matter because we're all naked. Designer clothes? Try designer nudism. My body was made by the best designer around, Mother Nature. That's why we're lobbying to build a naked casino in Vice City so old people can gamble naked and poor people can lose hope in the buff.
It is written, chapter 23, verse 5 of my book, "He that gambles his money away is a fool, but he who believes in me will go to spend eternity in space with other affluent, well-to-do people." It's that simple. Do what I say and you won't have to think for yourself.
Oh, but I think it is, Pastor. We look around, nudie clubs, discos, drinking. Do people want to be moral? Can you legislate morality? Can we tell people how to live their lives?
Время зажарить рыбку побольше. Мистер Тилл, справа от вас в листве находится винтовка. Наблюдайте за женщиной, стоящей на балконе над стойкой регистрации. Она пройдет сквозь толпу и спросит у кого-нибудь, сколько времени. Вы должны убить этого человека, отобрать его портфель и принести его к месторасположению, обнаруженного при помощи телефона.
You're a walking waste of oxygen. I've lost my groove.
Rotterdam 19 in Central, Coma International. Rotterdam 21 in Central, Coma International.
Up yours!
Rotterdam 21 in Central, Coma International. Respond to Rotterdam 21 in Central, Coma International.
He's going down.
Suspect on foot.
Holy shit, but watch where you're going!
Don't run away from me!
Rotterdam 21 in Central, Coma International. Respond to Rotterdam 21 in Central, Coma International. Rotterdam 24 in Central, Coma International. Rotterdam 21 East, Coma International. Rotterdam 28 East, Coma International. Rotterdam 27 East, Coma International.
Winos and judges. What? Stop interrupting me. You gotta open your ears and close your mouth. It's very important. I tell my old lady that all the time. I say, hey, I don't want to hear no complaining. I come home with piles of cash every night and all you do is bitch. The learning starts in here and ends when we open this. Doing is a whole other story, but we'll come to that. Now, all you have to do is call me right away at 866-434-SELF, and for just one monthly payment, I will change your life forever. I promise you. I'll supply you with all the materials you'll need to completely change the way you see the world. Guaranteed.
So stop right now. This is a debate program, not an infomercial.
Hey, that's a great idea. Listen, friend, I mean this in a friendly way. Debating is a yes or no proposition. You need to open your mind to the maybes. We're the...
Nearly killed me.
Время зажарить рыбку побольше. Мистер Тилл, справа от вас в листве находится винтовка. Наблюдайте за женщиной, стоящей на балконе над стойкой регистрации. Она пройдет сквозь толпу и спросит у кого-нибудь, сколько времени. Вы должны убить этого человека, отобрать его портфель и принести его к месторасположению, обнаруженного при помощи телефона.
Whoa, you're a dead man. Wow, careful! Come on, man, just give me $1, man.
There is a Benz 21 in Central, Coma International. There is a Benz 19 in Central, Coma International.
Can't you just run away?
Suspect on foot. Respond to a Benz 24 Central, Coma International.
We got a serious problem down here. Need fire. 2 ambulances and SWAT team right now. Come on. I got a man down. I got a man down.
Suspect in action, police car. Got the Benz 54 Central, downtown.
Hope you got a good lawyer.
It was at least a 3 carat.
Подойди к телефону в маленькой гавани.
Bear pelt, saddle up the sled dogs, and get pulled all the way to Vice City. And I should know, I'm from Mars.
No, you're not.
Mars, Alabama. I founded 3 colleges there.
The problem with Alaska is that people don't get naked. If you can't work on your car, or play the cello, or use sharp knives in your birthday suit, then what's the point of living?
Well, it is a bit cold there. People put on clothes when it's cold. We evolved without a warm covering of hair.
That's a lie, sir. We come from the great meteor of truth.
Clothes are a habit, like shaving and taking out the trash. As soon as you stop, you realize what a prisoner you were to society and the twisted state of morality. People think that nudists are immoral. Well, we're not. I'm married, I love my wife, In our commune, it's so wonderful to wake up in a...
We are in big time, man.
Please. Because nobody is interested in seeing your business. Because we have standards of decency which you are offending.
Look at me! I'm jumping up and down!
Дорогой обмен происходит на крыше компании мороженого Черри Поппера. Убейте всех, кто будет вовлечен, украдите товары и принесите их к вертолету в аэропорт. Слева от вас есть ворота, которые ведут к обратной стороне завода.
I take the whole family with me, man.
I never asked your sister out, man.
Don't worry, man.
This is what I call serious business, man.
Forget about it.
I love those guys. Really professional and living proof that all of the best talent isn't on commercial networks. These people do it for love, because they have integrity, just like me. We're back with pressing issues. I'm Maurice Chavez, winner of 5 public radio awards in the Vice City area, including Best Voice. On this show, we take complex issues and boil them down to simple ones so you can understand. On this segment of the show, we are discussing morality. Since the beginning of time, man has asked questions. Why are we here? What type of... We all know what happened there. Is it society's job to tell each other how to live? Recently, Vice City considered passing a public curfew that says nobody can be on the streets after 8:30 p.m. Of course, the bill didn't get passed, but it made people think. If you don't vote, you get morons in charge. Is that moral? I'm not sure. Let's...